Hello and welcome back to another video. So it is time for this season's declutter. I am recording it this way so you can see my nails because I really like them. This is the makeup and hair care that I will be decluttering. This bag over here are things that I've been slowly decluttering, so I'll get to that last. But these are things that I just went through and took out. It's primarily lip products that have went off and things that I just literally don't want anymore. So yeah, let's get into the video. So I went to a hair care event and I got this Aveda hand cream. I only use Bath and Body Works hand cream, so I'm just gonna give this away without trying it. Same thing with these. I got 6 of them and I'm giving away 3 of these edge controls and 2 of these Diva Curl hair masks. Then we have these ColourPop Super Shock shadows. If you want to see swatches of them, I have an entire swatch party of all of my Super Shock shadows besides Tassel, because that was the last one that I got. But this is the shade 6 a.m. I'm decluttering this because it's actually like a weird color on me. Like, it didn't look that way when I swatched it on my arm, but swatching it on my eyes, it looks kind of nasty. It's still good and everything, but not only is it a weird color, but it kind of stains, because this is kind of like a matte with glitter, like how ColourPop matte with glitters work, where it's like a matte and you just have some shimmery crap in there. That's what this is, but like in Super Shock form, so I don't really like that. This one is Coconut. I actually really like this one, but it's kind of dried out, so when I use it, I have to actually like moisturize my eyelids, or else it'll just be like very dry and I can feel it. So I'm just gonna get rid of this. Next is this Minori Cream Blush in Orchid. This I'm decluttering primarily because it stinks. That's the main reason why I'm decluttering it. It's in the shade Orchid. I did an entire single product review, so if you go to that playlist, or if I actually remember to link it below, you can actually see how it like swatches on my face and everything. I also recently used it in my The Assignment is Supergreat video. It's a nice pinky purple. Like, it is purple, but it's pink. So if you're into those type of colors, I would highly recommend. They only have 2 shades of this. This is how it looks, because it also kind of got hard on top, and that's when I decided to sniff it, because I scratched it up and it's like soft under there. But not only does it like take a lot to actually get in there without it getting on my nails, which it always gets on my nails, but it's not something that I wear constantly, so I feel like I can let it go since it stinks. Like, it's not something I would keep because I don't really wear it all too often, just because of the complications of using even a brush in this little pot. So yeah, that is out. Same thing with this Tower 28 in Magic Hour. I actually like this, but it basically disappears on my skin. Like, it gives me that like nice glowy finish. Like, you can clearly see that I put something on my cheeks, but it's basically invisible. So if I'm going to use an invisible blush, I'd rather use like the Bare Minerals Call My Blush, where at least I get like a pink tinge. This is actually good. It's just too light for my skin. And it's the same thing with this Fenty Beauty Hustler Baby 2.0 liquid highlight. So I actually got this from Supergreat. Oh, I also got this from Supergreat, if I didn't say that. But yeah, I redeemed this from Supergreat, super duper hype. But not only do I have the Hustler Baby in the like duo, the powder form, meaning it'll actually last longer, but I don't really wear liquid highlight because I don't wear foundation. So I feel that it doesn't really work best on bare skin, because it's generally used on top of foundation or even under it to create like that type of glow. So yeah, that's why this one's going. And I know this one will be snatched up, so this is no problem. Next is this Lila B little lip oil. It's actually more of a lip gloss. I'm gonna actually swatch this one because it's like quite light. Like, you would think, okay, my hand is just like not in the right position, but freaking, like, this is the color that it is, and it's even lighter on my lips because they're like darker on the top and like light on the bottom. This is in the shade Be Elegant. So I like the shade. but it's not something that I constantly reach for, so it can go. Next up are these 4 liquid lipsticks. So this is ColourPop Hello Boys from the ColourPop times Hocus Pocus collection last year. The ColourPop Fresh Kiss and Tutti Frutti. The Kaylee liquid lipstick slash lip tint. I don't know what it actually is supposed to be. In Miami Beat. And the Giorgio Armani Lip Maestro in 501. So literally all of these are going because they just stink. Especially the top 2, because Hello Boys and Tutti Frutti are actually really good colors, especially Tutti Frutti is like my favorite lip stain, and it also is really good at creating fake blood. So I might actually keep that around even though it stinks, because Halloween's like next month, so I don't know if I'm gonna need that type of product, and why go and buy something when I know that this works to create those like blood splatters. So yeah, that was my favorite combination to put on a black lipstick, which was this, and create the fake blood trail with the Tutti Frutti. So might keep those, but they do stink. Probably shouldn't use them, but I do want to keep them. So I might use them, but they're not going to be in my collection, is essentially what I'm saying. The Kaylee one, it kind of leaked. It's also like a clean beauty type thing, so I literally just got it from Supergreat, but it kind of went off. It's also a similar shade to many things that I wear, except that this is metallic on the lips, which isn't bad, but I'm not really into that anymore. Like, if this was like 8th grade me, sign me up. Because I had this one like NYX lipstick or lip crayon, something like that. It was metallic. I think it was in the shade Vamp. Very immaculate. Like, I love that color, but I'm not into metallic lips. And then this one's just like very pink, like, and it slides around on my lips. It doesn't set down. So if I'm gonna wear something like that, I'd rather wear the Kaja little heart mousse thingies. So that's why these 4 are going. Woo. Okay, so next up are these 4 lipsticks. It is Milani Fearless, Bella Pierre Culture, a YSL lipstick in a red shade, and a YSL lip stain in a pinky shade called like coral something. Not gonna lie, the words on here are tiny, and I have it written in my spreadsheet, but I'm not looking at my spreadsheet. So given that fact, I don't know what these are called right now. But these are going primarily because, so the Milani one is on top, and it is so old. I got my first SYP job in when I was 14. So that was either 8th grade or 9th grade, because it was the summer, so whichever grade that was. I got my first job then, and I am 2 years out of high school. So, given that fact, even though it smells good, all my other ones smell horrible, and that's why those went. This was the only one that I actually kept, and still actually smells nice, but given the fact that those expired, and it's been about 6 years, I'm just gonna say it can go, because I don't really even reach for it all too much. Like, I don't even go ahead and go, oh, I want to wear purple, let me get this. So there's no point in keeping it in my actual collection if I don't wear it. It's gonna go with the other ones that I have in my like memory box, but it can go. This other purple, it has this like weird glittery blue in it, and it's from Bella Pierre, so like, you know, not the fanciest type lipstick. And I wore it a couple of times, but it's not it. The YSL red is actually really nice, but it's just too glossy. Like, I go for mattes if I'm gonna wear red. And so it's the same with the YSL one. I actually do really like this. This is a nice stain. I'm actually getting rid of this because it's kind of all types of broken and beaten up. Hopefully I can show you this without it like falling apart. But yeah, I think I smushed it a little bit too hard. So now I barely wear it because it falls apart every single time you try to put it on. This leaves actually like a really nice stain. Like if I just wiped it away lightly, you can see where it left a nice stain. So I was actually wearing this for the like summertime when I first got it, because I think that's actually when I got it, and it's actually nice, but I don't wear it. Next up is lip balms. 3 of them are clear. So the 3 that are swatched here are Cosa Sport Pulse, Rush, and Elf's Tough Cookie. So the Elf one is going primarily because the color when sheared out is nice, but you have to squeeze out so much product and the product is like so thick that even wearing it isn't nice. Like it's a nice color and it's a nice balm. Like it's a nice sealant. So if you're wearing it like during the winter and stuff, it actually would look nice and feel nice in a winter air. But I don't wear it because it's just too complicated and I like things with an applicator. Like you literally have to squeeze it out. It doesn't even have like a slant so you can put it on with the applicator. So no. And these are actually like My Lips Were Better type shades, but this is Kosas. Very clean brand that expires super duper quickly. The only thing that's masking it is the minty scent that they left in there because these actually feel so dry. Like even swatching them on my hand, they feel drier than when I got them. So I know that they're expired. That's already a given. This, I'm really all like debating to keep this or not because it's just like a plain lip balm I got in an Ulta bag when I placed like a Perks Day order. So it's like $2 and it smells like cherries. It's not bad. I just don't use it. So my main thing is like, do I just slap it in my purse for when I want an outside lip balm? I gotta really know. So this is kind of like a chopping block, not really 100% gonna declutter because it's just plain lip balm. But also, it's not the most moisturizing. Like it's good for like quick, you know, moisturizing outside, but like I wouldn't put this on to go to sleep, you know? This I also got from a hair event. Not a hair event, the hair event that I went to where I got the other products. And this is actually expired. So I don't know why they were giving this out, but they were. So moving on. Then this Milk Makeup, what is it called? Electric Glossy Lip Plumper. Yeah, it's a lip plumper. 1, 2, it literally made my like lips vibrate. So never again. And 3, I don't really wear lip plumpers. They're not really like what I look for in a lip gloss, like especially since it's clear. Like I don't even have one of the colorful ones because this came in like a Sephora favorite set. So I wouldn't choose this over like Fenty Heat and Fenty Glow because that's like brown, but it looks clear on my lips. So that's why I'm decluttering this because I wouldn't reach for it because it's clear and just tingles. Okay, so next is the e.l.f. times Dunkin' Boston Cream palette. This might actually look nice and pigmented on the like lighter side of my skin, but when we swatch it out, this is what we get, which isn't bad specifically for the shimmer, but given the fact that it's one like white to gold flip shimmer and then like basic mattes, especially 2 mattes with glitter, I don't really need this. The yellow doesn't actually show up on my skin as yellow, it shows up as white. So I actually have whites I can use. Why would I keep a yellow white essentially? And the brown's super duper nice, and so is the shimmer, but keeping this for just a shimmer and a brown, meh. I have the other ones. I like those better. Even the pink is kind of light but still shows up. So I like that one better than this one. So yeah, if nobody takes it, obviously I keep it. But if somebody takes it, then it's gone. And it's the same thing with this NARS little Laguna. I got this also in that Ulta bag, and this I was going to use as an eyeshadow because that's what I use with the like duo that I have with the Orgasm and the Laguna. But I don't need a whole separate little container for this because I already have it in a duo and I'm not like close to panning that. So this can go. Same thing with this little NARS Pure Radiant like tinted moisturizer. Yeah. In the shade Guernsey. This is actually quite dark for me. Maybe it's because I like sit inside all the time, but it was a better match like when I got it, and now it's not. And there's like one use left in here, so that's why I'm calling it declutter. But it's essentially an empty because I could just use it, you know, just spread it out super duper thin and you wouldn't even really tell because it's a tinted moisturizer. But I'm still including it in here because it still actually does have uses in it. And it's the same thing with this. So I got this from Influencer. It's the Dr. Jart Premium Beauty Balm, and it's in the shade Deep Tan Deep. It is not deep tan nor deep. It has SPF 40, so that's why I figured I can just still use it. But no, it like literally looks like orange somehow, even though it's like brown. It does darken up a little bit, so I tried to use it as concealer, but I didn't like the way that looked nor felt because of the SPF in it. It kind of stung my eyes because it was so close to my eyes. So I'm just gonna give up on it. I don't even wear foundation, so given the fact that I was given this for free, I don't really need it. Don't want it. Like, I didn't pay any money for this. I wouldn't have ever looked out for this if it was like new thing at Sephora, like how it was posted on Trend Mood. I would have literally went, okay, next. I wouldn't be looking for this. So given that fact, no. Inserting a clip because I forgot to talk about things that were in front of my face. So this Tara 28 Gloss in Magic, this Ulta lip oil, and this Fenty gloss in Diamond Milk, which is the first Fenty gloss I ever bought in like 2017. And these two, a new brand, which is basically Avon lip scrub and lip mask. The lip mask is kind of similar to Laneige except grapefruit scented. So if you like the Laneige one, this is good to get. The scrub is okay, don't really like it. And these, as you can see, I've actually used quite a bit of them, but this is expired. Like, the glitter is gritty. I don't want to use it anymore. And this is very thick, so even though it's nice, it like congealed on me somehow. And this one, I already have the dupe from Maybelline, so since this is like literally one of my first glosses ever, I'm gonna say that this can go. I might still keep it for like swatching purposes, but this is out of the collection. Like, I haven't worn this actually in about a year, so yeah. And now to get into what was in this bag, because not gonna lie, I don't even actually remember what all was in here, so let's get into it. Okay, so this is all that was in the bag. We're gonna start off with this Anastasia brow gel. It is not good, like in the slightest. Maybe it's because I got a little mini size. I don't know. I wouldn't buy the full size. I already have like the next one that I like, so I wouldn't even buy this. But it's quite dry and doesn't really hold anything. So I don't really understand like what we're supposed to be doing here. Like, it's a clear brow gel, meaning your only function is to hold the brows up. You don't tint, you don't do anything else. You got one job, maybe do it. And it is the same with this Ulta one. So this one I actually do like. I did think that it was like kind of bad when I first tried it out, because I tried it out and I think it was just because it was like very cold and the snow was like blowing on my face, but it like got crusty and started flaking, so that's why I thought it was bad. But then I tried it like in the summertime and it didn't do that. So maybe don't wear this in the cold, but it's okay. The actual best thing I like about this is the tiny little brush, actually, because it's like so tiny, which can be bad if you have like thick eyebrows or something, but like I don't, and I try to move like very thin hairs, so I like the brush more than I like the product. Like, the product smells like something like Flonase type smell. Like, it smells like something you put up your nose. And while I don't like mind that smell, it also doesn't like help with anything. Like, I don't go ahead and reach for this over my next one. So even there's like a couple of uses left in this, because it is quite dry, so either it's drying up or I used it a lot, I'm just gonna get rid of it now. So we have here the Tarte Man Eater, the MTU NYC, which I got from Supergreat, and the Ilia. So the Ilia and the Tarte are repurchases, get free with purchase. Like, I always look for these two, so love these. They're just like done. They don't feel right anymore, and especially Ilia goes off fast because it's a clean brand. And the MTU NYC, I actually really like this mascara. It makes my lashes super duper long. The only actual problem is, number one, if you want to rebuy, it's like online only essentially. And number two, like it's a tubing mascara, but it's actually not easy to get off. Like I feel like it flakes into my eyes when I'm trying to get it off, and I don't really like that feeling. So that's the only downside to the MTU NYC one. It is quite cheap. I think it's like $10, because everything on their site is cheap in a good way, like price wise, not like it's bad, because one of my favorite blushes is from them. But I just don't like the way it comes off. It's a good mascara on, but once you try to take it off, not the best. But yeah, these still have use, but they all like stink. This is from Hard Candy. I got it from Supergreat. It was like 60 super coins, and I should have saved my super coins because this is dry. I really got it to do like graphic liner looks, because I do have a yellow to use because I have the Suva Grunge palette that I got from Supergreat, and it has like a yellow color in there. But I figured it'd be easier to work with like something that's hard and like a pencil shape instead of a little like graphic liner brush. But this has no pigment, so what's the point? It's like $3, so it's not that much of a loss if I did pay for it, but still. This A La Luz something. Oh, it doesn't have a shade name? Okay, it's like a lip tint though. Yeah, lip and cheek stain. It's nice. It's quite sticky actually. It's not sticky on the cheeks for some reason, but like on your lips, if you put your lips together, you will feel the tack. It's actually a nice lip stain. Like, this is the little doe foot, and this is the stain, but I also redeemed the e.l.f. lip stain from Supergreat, so given the fact that I got them both from Supergreat, meaning I paid nothing but coins, and that one's better, I'm just gonna keep that one, especially because I don't really even like this. Like, it kind of smells weird too, and it's like sheer compared to the e.l.f. one, which you would think that this is like $18 and the e.l.f. is like $6, so that would be like, this would be better, but I don't really think it is actually. So yeah, that's that. And this e.l.f. liner, this is like a gel liner. It's actually nice, but I stopped using it because the one time that I did use it, it irritated my eyes. So either I was rubbing hard or it was the liner, but I've rubbed hard with other liners, so I'm just gonna say that it was this liner. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I have other black liners, so I don't really need this. And this came in one of those, like, you know, you buy this amount of Ulta products and you get this little Ulta bag with things in it. So it's not like I paid any actual money for this specifically, so it's fine. And then these two highlighty type products. So this is in the shade Heat, this Kosas little eyeshadow, and it is not this shade, but just to swatch it out, I'm going to show you what it's supposed to be, like this sort of rose gold color, like how it is in the packaging. Not only do I have a better bronzy type rose gold color from Bodyography, but I was really excited for this in the like clean set that I got last year from Sephora, and it just doesn't look that good on my eyes. It also creases, which everything creases, so I'm not blaming the product for that, but if you have any sort of oiliness or creases, because I have hooded eyes, and basically one of my eyes like are shaped like how monolids are shaped, like when I look up you just see lid and eyelashes kind of flat, so you don't really see anything. Like, this doesn't make an impact. It's actually like quite like sparkly, like that's what you see, just glitter, which I don't need this to do that. And then this Nude Sticks Hey Honey highlighter. I just don't use this actually. Like, it's actually nice, like as a tip of the nose highlight, you know, just dot it on, but I literally just don't use it. So it can go. And then these are like skincare products. This Pills Up On Me, and I don't really know if it does anything, so even though I use quite a bit, I don't want to finish it. Same thing with this. This I think kind of expired because it doesn't work the same anymore. It didn't really feel like anything when I was wearing it, but I'm also not like an expert on serums, so I can't really tell you much about that. This is just mad old. Like, literally, my mom got this for me from CVS, like, back when I was in 8th grade. And I remember that. So, I might still use it to get off swatches if I actually remember that. But I don't even use it for that anymore. Like, I used to use this to revive some, like, dry wipes. You know, like when you're taking off swatches, but the wipe gets dry. That's what I would do. But now I don't even use wipes. I just use cleansing balms. So, there's really no need for this product. And last but not least is this Farsali Rose Gold Elixir. Oh my god, the glare is crazy. This oil actually feels nice. But not only do I think that there's like basically nothing in here because I already used it like twice, but it's not like a revolutionary oil. They're also out of business, so it's not like I can get it if I really did like it, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, that was essentially my declutter. I am recording this on my iPad, so it might look a bit weird, angles wise and all that, but just to tell you, that's why I couldn't really zoom in on products and get specific angles and why you're tilted down like that. I just wanted to try something new and utilize the actual stand camera that I have, because my phone I have to hold in my hand. This can just sit on its little case and stand up, so I wanted to utilize that. But yeah, I think I got rid of a decent amount of products, and I think that this is good for now, because I'm not acting like I'm just gonna like, oh, this is gone and I'm not gonna buy any more makeup. I like have a package coming tomorrow. But holiday sales aside, I think this is a good purging for fall, because I did spring cleaning. That's what was in the pink bag, and then I just sat around until now to actually show it. So yeah, this is a decent cull of products, and hopefully I don't bring in this much, so maybe we can actually be a bit lower at the end of the year and we won't get up to the same number that I am at in my inventory. Which, speaking of that, there will be a makeup inventory video coming soon, and if I have the time for it, a visual inventory like I did last year. So that will either be at the end of the year or like next month. I'm aiming more for like the end of the year, because then I should be done buying stuff, but you know, the grind never stops. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, look at my nails, and I will see you in another video. Bye.